we left Fayetteville Saturday. The day before, the bus had started smoking quite a bit, and keeping an eye on it. And it's always been hard starting in the morning. It's always cold natured, takes a block heater even in higher ambient temps. So we know the motor's tired. So I left the campground. It was smoking much worse. You'd hit the jakes and it would really roll a bunch of smoke out the exhaust. Still had good water temp, had good oil pressure, and about 40 miles into the trip, it just lost power. It's really kicked out a lot of smoke, and could tell there was definitely something wrong. And by the grace of God, we were right by an exit, so we were able to get off the freeway into a safe parking spot, and then, that's kind of it. It just dumped out all the oil. It apparently had knocked a hole in the pan pretty good. So something catastrophic happened, not sure what.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to take out all these oil pan bolts. They should be either a 1/2 inch or a 9/16. Me and you together will drop this pan down and we'll figure out what's inside. Yeah. All right, so what went wrong? Like, what do you think we're going to find in the pan?
Oh, straight up metal.
My bet is we're going to find a piston. What do you think?
Piston rod.
A whole piston.
It stopped at the stop sign getting off the freeway, and I was able to restart the motor and move it another 600 feet. I'll be interested to see what's in there.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a whole piston that we're going to find, because if it broke off, then that's why I think you're able to crank it and get it off, because you've had a broken rod or a broken crank, it would make so much noise it probably wouldn't have started, or it would have come through the block. Just get one side, just be ready.
Don't forget this bolt over here.
All right, so. Hey, give me a pry bar. All right, ready?
It's a pretty good gasket.
Yeah, it's probably 40 pounds of silicone on it. You ready? Yeah. Stamped steel gasket. It's gonna straight fall on us. Here, you get on this side. Let me pry down on this side. Dang, that thing is on. Let me get a flat hand. I would say just hold on a second, but it ain't going nowhere. I know, I'm gonna come back and you'll be wearing it. Honestly, I would laugh. Let's see. She's on there. There's no bolts in it right now, just straight glue holding it on. Wow, they have glued the living shit out of this pan. Can you give me a hammer? You're gonna have to hold both sides, because kind of hold it up, because once I start tapping on it, weight's gonna help
I just
us
hope
eventually.
it's not trying to lean to one side. I can hold it like this, but if it starts going back or forward, you might be getting a bath.
My side should be the high side.
Well, it depends what side the pistons lean on. There it goes. Felt it move.
Ready?
I think you might need to pry the other side.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
Oh. Anybody guess rod?
And oil pickup is gone. Broke the oil pickup off. It was, which rod was it? Oh, it's, what is that? That's number, here, let's set this up here. Yeah, we lost a rod right there. And it is, yeah, we lost a piston too. Where is the piston? Oh, no, it's all the way up there. And there's a hole in the block. Yeah, so the core is no good.
You think you can fix it?
If I was anybody else at these shops nowadays, yeah, well, JB Weld and a block of wood, we got you going. Yeah, there's a hole. I can't get the camera in there to see it, but there is a hole. There's the piston where it's supposed to be, and there is the hole right there. So that's the wrist pin. That's a rod bearing, which surprisingly enough, the rod bearing is not too bad a shape. But that's the connecting rod. Pete, let what's left of it. No.
I mean, all you gotta do is straighten it out.
Yeah. That's the answer. Good evening, everybody. This is Future Brandon here. He wasn't sure if he wanted to put a reman motor in it. He wasn't sure if he was going to put a used engine in it, but I think he settled on getting a donor bus. He's going to pull the motor out, bring it to us, and then we will put the motor in his bus and get that bus running again. It doesn't matter to me which way we go. So whatever makes the customer the happiest is I'm cool with. So if he feels happy about putting a used engine in it, I'm fine with that. If you wanted to put a reman engine in it, I'm fine with that too. The only thing that I will caution everybody out in bus land about putting a used motor in is it's like sitting at a blackjack table. You can listen to what the people have to say. You can take all the information that you can in. They rebuilt this, they took apart this, they've done this to it. But there's no telling what they've done to it. You know, we may get the motor in and it be just as wore out as the one that he got. You know, unless you're capable of checking that out yourself, I would caution you not to just go out and buy a used motor and stick it in, unless you just like projects all the time. But anyway, so yes, I think that's the route he's going to go. He hasn't made up his mind. I think he's supposed to go look at a donor bus. And if that is in good shape, he'll buy it. And it's a big decision, it's a lot of money. So I want him to do whatever makes him happy. But anyway, if you like this content, consider liking and subscribing. We got some other stuff coming up here. We've got this beautiful X3 in the shop. The customer just had it ceramic coated. We've got to do brakes, we've got to do shocks, we've got to check for some air leaks, we got to add an air doubler to it. So he just dropped this bus off this week. So we'll get started on that. It's warm and cozy in the shop. Sorry, we got the heater running up there. We also got this project going on where we've pulled this generator out and we're replacing the fuel lines that run to the generator. And I don't know why Country Coach decided to run these like really cheap, I don't know if y'all can see that. You see how cracked up they are? They run these really cheap hoses through the middle of the bus. So all the way from the fuel tank to this engine is these cheap lines right here. Instead of putting hard lines in there or running a line that would last the test of time, and they fastened them in there. So it's been quite a job to clean that bay out and get those lines replaced. The line that goes here, and then also the return that goes here. And while we got this generator out, we're gonna be doing some little servicing. Might as well change this hose right here. We'll change the radiator hose. We're gonna service this fan belt because you have to pull, I know y'all can't see it, but I don't see a way that you can change this fan belt without pulling this engine out. We're also gonna redo that bay and just insulate it and wrap it up, make it look nice and all that stuff like that. We got some cool stuff going on, so stay tuned. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.